Welcome back. This is Rito here with another Mod of Redemption Let's Play episode. We are playing as a Druid class on Expert Mode, and last episode we defeated the Patient Zero, which is the final boss of the Abandoned Lab, and now we've got some pretty cool stuff coming up. We have a new chicken invasion that we can do this episode, and we've got some more bosses post Moonlord. I also learned from the comments that you can actually craft raw xenium. All you need are xenomite shards, starlight, and luminite on a xenium refinery. So I've got all of that material right there. And I've also got the Deanagger, which is something that we can upgrade with the unidentified blueprints into this syringe pistol. And we'll go ahead and craft that, see what that does. And now we should be able to craft a whole bunch of this raw xenium. There we go, 224. That should be good. And the other thing we need to get are these artificial muscles. And they're just a combination of carbon microfibers, so we can craft a whole bunch of those. And now it looks like we've got all of the ingredients to craft these xenium armor pieces. So let's do the chest piece, and then there's the Druid Helmet. So we'll craft that. And lastly, the legs. So right now we've got 88 defense and 255 druidic damage. So let's switch this on, and our defense went up by 5, and our damage went down a little bit. It says the set bonus grants immunity to the infection, radioactive fallout, and infected waters. Automatically consumes mana potions when needed. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. And it also says nature guardians last longer. So I think I'll go ahead and use this for a little bit since it's a new set. We actually probably could have crafted it before going to the abandoned lab, and I think that would have been very helpful because we wouldn't have had to use the HEV suit or the anti-crystallizer band. So that it gives us the opportunity to use the mutagen and some other items to give us a lot more attributes. But we'll probably be upgrading to the shade armor sets here soon. A lot of these are spirit summon based, but it looks like this set right here is actually one for staves and seed bags. So this is probably the one we'll craft. And it looks like we only need a few more of these, so we can go get those pretty soon. But first, I want to go ahead and test out this syringe pistol and see how much damage we can do with it. Okay, it's not super good, but it's doing pretty good damage here, like 7,000. And you can pair that to our stave that can do about the same, maybe a little bit higher. Yeah. But it looks like these do some damage over time, which is nice. And it's cool that it looks kind of like a ranger weapon, but it works for the druid class. One thing I just noticed is when we've got our creation armor, we fall at the normal 51 miles per hour. But when we put on this xenium armor, we actually fall really quickly. You can see we accelerate to 92 when falling. That's like falling with a slime mount. And here it is. It says increases fall speed on the boots. Increases movement speed after being struck. Yeah, this is great. I really like this armor. I definitely think that makes it worth using over the creation. So now let's head over to our arena in the cavern layer, and let's try to find some items. This is so weird falling so quickly. But we've got a whole arena down here that we used earlier in the playthrough, and this will be a good place to farm more of these souls. And now we've got lots of new enemies because we're post Moonlord, and I think post Abandoned Lab, these enemies start to appear. So let's go ahead and turn on our ultimate battler and then turn it off, and we'll get a ton of these enemies. We'll kind of clear out all of the old style of enemies, though kind of normal bats and all of that, the skeletons and everything. And you can see there's a few enemies that are taking a lot of hits and are staying here. We can use mitosis probably to finish off the rest. And these are going to be the new ones. So let's take a look. We've got this fallen ancient. We've got this soulless wanderer. Kind of looks like something from Halloween. And then we've got the ancient time shifter. We've got a soul that's chasing us, kind of like in the dungeon. I think there's one other type of enemy, but they didn't spawn this time. So we'll probably go ahead and use another battler here in a little bit. But this seems to do really well against them. There's some mitosis as well. Ooh, that was like a xenium type worm thing. I've never seen that before. And we actually got a full-size shade soul there. That's awesome. That converts, I think, into like 10. Okay, so here's another ultimate battler. Oh, we actually got a magic quiver over here. Nice. Okay, let's throw Mitosis. This is the best way to knock out all these enemies. 2 mimics over there. I think we've pretty much killed most of these guys. Ooh, here we have the other enemies. They're like kind of a smaller enemy. Let's see if we can find one of them. Or they might all be dead. Oh, there they are. Those guys. The ancient archers. They shoot kind of like laser arrows. Pretty powerful enemies. Okay, let's throw these down. Do a ton of extra damage. Finish these guys off. I think I've gotten pretty much everything picked up, so let's head back to base because I think we've got enough to start crafting. So it looks like we can convert a full-size Shade Soul into a bunch of small ones, so let's do that, and I think that will give us enough to craft our full small Shade Plate armor. So we got the chest piece, and now we've got the head, and lastly, the tail, or the little bottom part of the ghost, I guess, and we can do the Shade Bound as well. Looks like the Shade Boomerang thing doesn't do any damage because I don't think I've got enough spirit level because I haven't really built for a spirit class this playthrough. I've kind of just done staves and the seed bags, which I've preferred. So I just took off our vanity so we can see the Xenium armor that we've got. Looks pretty awesome. But now let's switch over to our Shade armor. We've got 93 defense and we've got 226 druidic damage. And look at us now. We look like a scary ninja ghost. And we went up to 106 defense and 233 druidic damage. So that's pretty good. Hopefully we fall quickly. Okay, we fall at the normal speed, which is amazing because I don't like the slow fall speed of some of the spirit armor sets. And honestly, I think that's one of the reasons why I just haven't bothered with spirit builds. And the set bonus for the armor says attacks inflict the soulless debuff. So I think that's going to be our best armor. The Xenium armor is pretty good though from that fall speed. So if we have mobility issues during boss fights, we may switch to that. So I just activated the chicken army and let's see what goes on now. I think this is going to be like a new version of it that's more powerful. And just as a reminder, you use the strange contract to activate this. And oh my goodness, already we've got a totally different soundtrack. Seems like we've got some peaceful chickens running around too. So far, nothing too threatening. I don't know if anything's really even hit us yet. And it's got similar enemies, but they all seem a lot more powerful. We just had pirates arrive. We might have a pirate and a chicken invasion at the same time. I don't know where the pirates are though. Maybe it's kind of overriding the pirate invasion. Okay, looks like we got a Trojan chicken that just spawned. Go ahead and focus on that. Ooh, we got like mages and stuff here. I think we might get some good items from the mages. I think there's like an accessory that's worth getting. I was looking at the wiki earlier today, trying to get a good idea of some of the builds available at the end game. Oh, we took out one of the main enemies, one of the mini bosses. I'm not sure what happens at the end of this invasion. This might be the main thing. I don't know if there's a final boss though or something like that. When we get the enemies all kind of stacked on each other, seems like this gloop container does really well. And here we go, we got another Trojan chicken. Kind of want to see how much damage this attack does. It's actually still pretty good, even though it was from the Moonlord. Well, it's been a pretty long fight here, but it's not too bad. Just kind of weaving in between the enemies, dodging these ballistas, and focusing on... Oh my goodness, we just have a Rooster King that spawned? Okay, I see it on the mini-map. There he is. This is pretty sweet. We're taking him out pretty fast though. Let's see what he gave us. Oh, I think that ended the invasion. I feel a little bit bad for the chickens, but they're retreating now. I was kind of expecting the king chicken to do some crazy attacks on us though. It kind of just walked in a straight line. But that is kind of consistent with the king chicken. Well, we have a melee shield. That is so cool. And then we've got this ballista, and we've got this rooster wing, which allows flight and slow fall, and the royal battle horn. Let's go ahead and try these rooster wings. Whoa. Okay, these are amazing. Oh my gosh, we got pirates in the sky? Okay, well, we'll fly through this invasion. In fact, let's go ahead and just turn on an ultimate battler so we can finish it in no time at all. Throw some mitosis. Take them all out at once. Oh my gosh, we got so much stuff from those guys. Our inventory is like completely filled. It looks like we've got a whole bunch of different types of spices and different things like fried eggs and a grub soup. I was expecting to get something like an accessory, but getting these wings is actually really nice because I have a feeling that'll come in handy for the next bosses. And we also just got this gold orange tree seed bag. It's kind of cool. This is something I think we could have gotten early in hard mode, which would have been really powerful. But I don't think we had a pirate invasion for a while. Now that we've got all these upgrades, I think it's time to go try to find the Ancient Deity Duo. We need to find like an Evercrest Golem or something like that in order to get some thorns. So I think we're probably going to need to use the Ultimate Battler in this biome over here, just kind of a normal overworld biome. We probably need to go to the left side of the map because that'll probably be easier to spawn it since we don't have platforms. I find that if I've got platforms above me, I spawn more of the slimes than actual enemies on the ground. So now let's give this a try. Whoa, we have King Slime that just spawned? Oh, and we've got some cursed blooms. Interesting. Whoa, lots of these portals too. Okay, there we go. We've got the golems. Those are the golems we were looking for. Okay, let's just throw a bunch of stuff down and take these guys out. The Ultimate Battler is so nice. I've been on the overworld a lot, and I've never seen any of those spawn. I think they're pretty rare. And we've already got 27 cursed thorns. And since we're over here, I think there's actually a place that people have mentioned. Whoa, I just got an enchanted sword. It's called like the Hall of Heroes or something. And I think it's down here. I was looking for it earlier. And it's kind of at a specific location each playthrough. Okay, here it is. I think it spawns on every map kind of near the left side ocean biome if you just go straight down. We've got an ancient wood bow, and we've got a bunch of ancient wood, and got a cool painting right here. In fact, let's take that. We've also got some ancient dirt. It's kind of a little Easter egg, but I wanted to grab that since we're on this side of the map. And now let's go ahead and put that painting in our base. I think that's a good spot for it. And now that we've got those cursed thorn pieces, we can craft the Fruit of Thorns, and that requires the Ancient Manipulator. And let's just go ahead and craft 2 of these. And here's the other summon. It's called the Ancient Sigil, and it's just the combination of Ancient Power Fragments and the Eye of the Evercrest Golem. And once again, we can craft 2 of these. And now we can craft the Sigil of Thorns, which is the combination of the Fruit of Thorns and the Ancient Sigil. Each of these will summon the bosses independently, and then this one will summon the combination of both. And this is a daytime summon, so we're in luck, and we can use it right now. We've got the Eaglecrest Golem right here, and whoa, he's attacking us pretty aggressively there. And then we've got this other boss, the Thorn boss, something we fought early in the playthrough, and it seems like it's got some new attacks. It's actually kind of difficult. There's a ton of projectiles fighting both of these bosses at the same time. We need to get these down to 50%, and then I think they activate their next phases. Oh yes, here we go. This is cool, the background changed. That was a really cool animation of the lightning there. I'm glad we got some new wings that make us move fast. Okay, it seems like we're having trouble hitting them because they're so far away. We might switch to this since I think it's got a longer range. Yeah, that's better, I think. Does less damage, but it's at least landing the hits a bit more consistently than our Xenium. Let's use our healing potion. Keep on going. Gotta kind of kite these guys, I think. Whoa. Okay, this is insane. Let's switch back to our other stave. Maybe we can activate Nature's Guardian there. Oh no, what is happening? This is a very confusing boss fight. But I was not expecting them to be this challenging. I was kind of expecting it to just be a rematch of the originals, where they get a little bit more powerful and do kind of a similar attack. But this is completely unique. We've got 10 seconds until we can heal. Just need to keep on dodging. I think I'm going to switch back to this. And 1 second. There we go. Yeah, this is going to kind of have to be the strategy, I think. It's a little bit of a cheese method to run, but staying near them is pretty hard. Okay, so that attack actually blocks our projectiles and he gets above us, so he kind of creates a dirt shield. Take this to the skies. Well, we just found an island that we never got before. I legit flinched right there when the lightning came. Let's go ahead and use our Nature Guardian. Whoa, that was close. We got stuck on the ground there for a second. Looks like we're definitely doing the most damage to Ukko, so let's try to focus on that one. And then hopefully we can defeat him before it turns to night. Okay, let's try to stay a little bit closer so we can do some extra damage. Takes so much extra damage though if we stay close, but it's probably worth it to make sure we don't run out of time on this boss fight. Extra damage time. There we go with our healing potion. That's cool. That attack doesn't do damage, but it does kind of control our movement and push us down like a big gust of wind or something. Almost got one of them. I think these actually drop some druid weapons too. There we go, we got one. Perfect. Now we can focus on the other right here. This is so much easier now that we don't have that other one attacking us. Got him down pretty low. I think we got this. I don't know what that ability was. It had like a weird aura around it. And there we go. We've defeated the Akka and the Ukko boss. Well, it's now 6 p.m., so we beat it just before it turned to night, and it pretty much took the entire day of Terraria. So let's go ahead and see what we got in these treasure bags. We got the Ukko mask. We have the Ancient Power Core, which can craft some pretty cool looking stuff. Looks like we can craft a summoner set. Now let's see what we got from the other treasure bag. We got the Akka mask, and we've got the Crown of Thorns, Cursed Thorns, a ranged weapon, a pretty cool looking melee weapon. Whoa. Okay, that's insane. That's such a fast way to move across the map. You can go like 100 miles an hour just by using this and flying. Well, we can get up to 160, 170. This is insane. I might keep this just to move across the map. That's so good. Well, this is cool. We got a Sickle Thorn pickaxe that has 310 pickaxe power. I think that's actually better than what we've got right now. I think what I may do then is rematch this boss and hopefully get another chance at getting a druid weapon, and then for sure we'll have enough of these cursed thorns to craft this Sickle Thorn pickaxe. Well, here we go with the rematch. It's gonna take a while, so I'll probably just skip through it. Well, I think we might actually be able to get cursed thorns just from killing this guy. I accidentally summoned Thorn instead of doing the full boss, and we did. Okay, that's much faster. And now we can craft our Sickle Thorn pickaxe axe. And just out of curiosity, I'm gonna head back to the abandoned lab because I wanna see if we can get that kind of reddish material mined up, because we weren't able to do it with the nano pickaxe that we had. So let's see if this one can do it. And even though this one's stronger, we still can't get it. One cool thing about the abandoned lab though is after defeating the final boss, you can actually break some of the blocks in the lab. Some of them don't let you, but I was able to break this elevator so we can go straight down instead of having to go around. Pretty nice. And now looking at our boss checklist, you can see we've defeated every single boss except for the final boss, which is Nebulous, the Angel of the Cosmos. So let's go see what you need to do in order to spawn this one. So we need to get galaxy stars. And galaxy stars are from star serpents. And I think those spawn in the sky. And then we just need nebula, hollowed, and luminite. So I'm up in space, and with how much flight time we've got on these wings, I can kind of hang out here for a while. So we can just wait around, see if we can find these. If not, we can always use our ultimate battler, but I kind of don't want to fight like 10 at the same time, so I think I'll just kind of do it the normal method. Okay, I changed my mind, and I used the ultimate battler because I was waiting for quite a while, and I wasn't getting it. And there's the little dragon. Oh my gosh, and a million harpies. Okay, let's take out the harpies first, and then we can focus on this dragon. This thing moves fast. Ooh, does a lot of damage too. Star Serpent. And it drops 7 galaxy shards. Ooh, this is an easy way to get them. Just fall with a slime mount. Can't really get to you. Seems like if we just run away from the harpies, they despawn. Just kind of nice. Then we can just fight this guy on the surface. And there we go. We've got 22 galaxy stars. So let's head back to base and craft this summon. And here it is, the summon for the final boss of the Mod of Redemption, the Galaxy Stone. But I think it's probably best to save this boss fight for the next episode so we can defeat Nebulous and maybe even install the Calamity mod so we can fight the Polterghast with all of our gear from the Mod of Redemption and see if we can do it. I think that would be a fun way to end this series as well. I'm also planning on doing a storyline for the next episode so we can conclude the story of Diana the Druid. Been quite fun, but we've got one more episode to go, so if you're enjoying this series, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.